Ayubowan dear Dhamma friends, Buddha's Similes and Smiles number 8. Glad to see you once again, and I'm so glad to share this precious Dhamma. Sometimes people see the other people doing negative actions. When they see that, when they don't see a negative reaction for a certain period of time, they ask, if there is a really bad karma, why can't we see bad consequences in that person's life? Sometimes some people do a lot of good karmas. For a certain period of time, they don't see good consequences. Then they ask, we do a lot of good karmas, but why can't we see good consequences immediately in our lives? Why? This simile will explain everything to you. Today's selected simile of the Buddha is the milk which doesn't curdle at once. The milk which doesn't curdle at once. Let's begin. One day, Bhante Moggallana and Bhante Lakkana, they were ascending, they were coming down from Gijjakuta mountain. When they were coming down from the Gijjakuta mountain, Bhante Moggallana looked at the sky for a while and smiled. Bhante Lakkana, he also was an Arahant, but he didn't have the ability to see the things with the divine eye. So he questioned Bhante Moggallana why he did smile. Then Bhante Moggallana, he replied, Bhante Lakkana, don't ask this question here. Let's go and meet the Buddha. In front of the Buddha, please raise this question. So both of them went to meet the Buddha, and in front of the Buddha, Bhante Lakkana raised the question. Bhante Moggallana, while we were coming down from Gijjakuta mountain, why did you smile? Then Bhante Moggallana said, O Buddha, while I was coming down from Gijjakuta mountain, I saw a peculiar hungry ghost, a peta. Its head was like human. Its body was like a snake's. So the fire which started from its head, it was going all the way down to its tail. And from its tail, again the fire entered and went away and emerged from his head. The Buddha looked at all the monks who were at the gathering. Then the Buddha said, I also saw this hungry ghost when I was residing in Gijjakuta mountain. But I didn't tell about that hungry ghost, that peta, because I thought you won't believe my words. Now I have a witness, so I can tell about it. This hungry ghost, it was a human being during the time of Kashyapa Buddha. Some villagers in his village built a temple close to his paddy field. He was a farmer. He thought the villagers will start going to the temple through his paddy field. It will be a big disturb for him, and sometimes they will step over his plantation. With those thoughts, he felt hatred towards the temple, so he burned the temple secretly. That negative action has come. It has bear fruited. Now he is suffering because of its consequences. Then Buddha said, the negative action doesn't bear fruit at once, just like a new drawn milk doesn't curdle at once. Let's say a farmer takes milk from the cow, but it doesn't become curd at once. It takes time. He has to go through a long process to make it curd. Just like that, negative consequences or positive consequences of any action, any karma, doesn't come at once. There are so many negative and positive karmas that are there to bear fruit from the past. Sometimes the negative action that we have done, or that any person has done, or the positive action that we have done or any person has done, is not powerful enough to suppress the current negative or positive karmas that we are facing. So, dear Dhamma friends, until the present negative or positive karmas that we are facing don't go weaker enough to lay the space, to provide the space for the current good or bad bad karmas to bear fruit, they don't bear fruit. A karma may bear fruit, a good karma or a bad karma may bear fruit in four ways. Some karmas that we do, let it be positive, let it be negative, they bear fruit in this very life. Some karmas, they don't have the ability to bear fruit in this very life. So they bear fruit, they bring you consequences in the next life. Some karmas, they bear fruit in a future life. Some karmas, they don't bear fruit at all. That it is applicable only for arahants, the enlightened beings. For them, this lifetime is not enough for some of their karmas to bear fruit. So they get cancelled. They don't get enough space to provide to produce consequences. But for the noble people, there is no any karma which go cancelled. All the karmas that we do in this life, in the next life, or in an upcoming life, they are bound to bear fruit. You can't hide from any karma, whether you stay in the sky or whether you hide in the ocean or anywhere on this earth. Even though you hide yourself, they are bound to come. You can't escape. So, as wise people, we need to determine what, since all the karmas that I do will bring good or bad consequences, I won't do any negative karma. Though that negative karma is small or big, it doesn't matter. I won't do that. All the good karmas, whether it's small or big, I'll do it. Because all the good karmas, they are bound to bring good, like pleasurable, comfortable consequences. And negative karmas, their nature is always they'll bring heavy, suffering, and painful consequence. What kind of karmas do you want to develop inside your life? The decision is always yours. The decision is always yours. So do good karmas, avoid bad karmas for your own benefit, for your own happiness. Most of the karmas, they are just like a piece of burning charcoal which is hidden inside ash. When it gets enough fuel, enough instruments to create a big fire, it will destroy everything. So all the small negative karmas, it doesn't matter it is negative, it has the energy and the ability to bring negative consequences. So don't practice negative karmas. By the power of all the good energy that you accumulated, may you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful and healthy. May all of you stay unharmed. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.